Y'all, what's good? Welcome to the stew, man. Fam North.
Volcano Beach.
Purple Spells.
What's good?
Yo, what up? What up? What up?
How you been, man? It's been a minute, man.
Shit, man. Chilling, man. It's been a minute. Just grinding, chilling. Motherfucker grinding too hard, man. Like, I don't even know what day it is, man. What week is this? What month is this, man?
Yeah,
I just know the old
you.
white man, and he about to get all the glory from what a motherfucker been doing all year, fam.
Right.
That's all I know. But shit, what up?
Chilling, man. You learn anything new?
Man, I learned so much shit. Well, I've been digging heavy into just learning audio over IP more, man. More Dante shit. I'm gonna get into other formats too when I really fully 100% grasp Dante the way I want. But like, yeah, I want to get into like knowing all of it, to be honest. Wave, sound, grid, all of that shit.
Okay. What's a couple of things that you can tell us now about the audio that you've been learning? Like any kind of pointers for us? You know what I'm saying? Like something to be looking out for in the future wise, you know what I mean?
Not really, man. Honestly, just studying up on like what's already out here, just like getting a better grasp of everything, how it all interfaces, figuring out boards that you can use with certain stage boxes as long as you put fucking Dante, or that's really the only format that's really like just adoptable by anything, Dante, because you can always buy just the sound card or anything, man. But because like I said, that's why I haven't gotten to the other ones. Like getting into waves, you gotta buy all type of hardware and shit first and software on top. So
they make it hard for you to play with Dante waves.
not Dante. Well, all of it is audio over IVP. Even SoundGrid is just audio over IVP. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm mostly talking about. Just like audio over Ethernet, basically.
Gotcha.
So just learning it more, man. Because obviously I ain't saying we mastered like just straight analog signal and all that shit. But yeah, we know that. Just being able to learn how to process things and send shit different places and all that, just better. Just getting a better grasp of it.
Okay. That's what's up. I definitely been diving into that a little bit more too.
Right.
Especially with being able to play with waves with the X32, because that's a real common board right now. Just
Right.
that X32, being able to be knowledgeable about that, but also adding value to what you can already do with the X32. You know what I'm saying? Being able to bring our studio concepts
Right.
to live sound with our plugins is amazing.
Right.
But also understanding the latency that comes with that. So now you gotta practice with it in a sense, because if it's a certain plugin, you just pull up like, man, let me try this one today. And now that latency hit through the, you might be in a situation to where that whole system will go down.
Right.
Because that happened to me a couple of times. When I was working at a church, they had the wave set up.
Oh yeah.
And all I did was add it. They already had plugins on there. I just added one more, and it completely froze. Doing service.
That's nuts, man.
Doing service, man. So you already know how that feels. You know what I'm saying? Just like everything just stuck. You just see the wheel going. You just like, these niggas still thinking?
Right. And
So,
you just
yeah.
made me think about just thinking about it different. Because, wow. I guess because we are studio and we realize and we do work, but you wouldn't add a plug into a channel somebody actively recording on.
Right.
We shouldn't do that. Like, even if we got a raw ass server, we should kill all the variables before. Like, okay, this shit is running. I got all my channels. This is what I usually want on my guitar channels. This is what I usually want on my, and we should probably use buses to send stuff to if we want to add some type of texture or whatever in the meanwhile. But our dynamics, our EQ, all that should be on the channels already. We shouldn't be adding that. And if it's a vocal, okay, cool. Our vocal type of plugin should be on already. We just enabling them or disabling them. I wonder how much CPU they really take when they disabled. Because I would just fill up the whole damn 8 slots on every channel.
That's what I would do too.
You know what I'm saying? And then just opening
it.
them up. So we ain't opening them. But the gift and the curse of that is, if they are running a low CPU, that means they actually running. But that means they all running though. You know what I'm saying? So that's, like I say, that's just like some of the shit I'm working out, trying to, because that's the way everything going, man. Like, it's not where everything going, it's where it's at.
Right.
It's where it's at.
Right. Most of the churches that I follow on YouTube, they got the LV1.
Yeah. Yeah, the LV1, like, waves, LV1, I guarantee more people bought more LV1s in the last 2 years, 5 years than any other board for a church. I guarantee it. Other than like just like a little church that can't afford shit and they just bought an X32. But people that can afford something, I guarantee LV1 was bought more than anything else.
Yeah.
Now we got LV1 in a board and we ain't got to worry about all these hodgepodge pieces.
Right.
That's why I've been geeked about it, because I'm like, man, that Waves console, I can't wait till that motherfucker drop, Joe. Like, it's already, like, it's coming.
It's a mobile studio,
basically.
In a sense, you know what I mean?
And if they what they saying is true, but I can't 100% believe what they saying is true, because it really is no way to determine how much a plug-in takes when you got them stacked up. How you know what order I'm gonna stack them up in? How you know how many tracks I'm really gonna use? How you know I got 3 reverbs? How you know I'm gonna use 3 reverbs? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What if my reverbs is one of my reverbs Abbey Roads, like the craziest damn CPU plug-in ever? How can you tell how many? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I guess experimenting with all this shit and getting it stable, so that you won't be in a situation where the shit just freeze up on you. Because at the end of the day, any system can go haywire and start acting funny.
Yep.
And we I guess we got to take that out of our, we'll put it to you like this, I guess we got to look at mixing live with plugins and all that shit with the way shit. We probably need to look at it more like recording. Because mixing, all we got to do is hit spacebar again and we can start mixing again, or just wait till that shit stops spinning and then you good. Not in real life. You can't do that when motherfuckers up there singing. Right. They still playing the drums and shit, and can't nobody hear.
Oh man, I want that pedal. Let me add this API real quick, and that mug get the
right.
Yeah, it's over.
But I will say we probably need to start. If we do like I was saying, flatten everything out and send it to Waves. You can't just hit a button on the damn board, because I did that on the fly one time.
Like a kill switch.
Like, I had to, I wonder, can we program that? I had to go in and take all the inserts off of tracks because the wave system was acting funny. With that MIDI control, I wonder, is it a button you could just hit and everything turn the same way like on the X Touch when I was hitting that button and it was turning the car inputs on to everything? I wonder, is it like a way for me to, it's all MIDI, it's got to be, for me to just program one button, bink, and to take all the waves processing off, because that's all the waves is in and out. So if you take it out of the chain, the shit comes back on, no problem.
Okay.
So
well, I know when I was working at this one church, they had the digicodes. They had a kill switch for all the waves.
Nice.
Like you just hit it and it'll take away.
They all go. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I got to look more into that.
So it's definitely a function for it.
Because like I said, the Waves board, that's less of an issue because it's the actual board. So the board know exactly how much more plugins and shit it can take as you putting it in. When I said they online, they can't tell me exactly how many, but the board can say, man, you only got 17% left, dog. Do not put nothing else in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I wonder, man, because you will be at SOL if the damn thing just start acting funny. That's when you know you got to make sure all that shit is laid out before you start like working.
Yeah, man. That shit happened to me, bro.
Duplicate channels to make crush oxes and shit. If you want to do some shit, duplicate it first, and have that shit ready. So it's parts that you want to push up, and the drums get crazy. You already got the crush ox going. You just push it up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, just
Shit like that.
just pretty much in a sense have your template ready.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Have your template
I'm
ready,
glad
just
we
go through it.
talking about that, because that is something you need to think about, because I don't think those boards is going to be like something you could just really do on the fly like that. Like, yeah, they showing us that shit online. But, bro, like, no, the board ain't hot. The board ain't been on for 5 hours. You feel what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Like, it ain't been thrown in and out of the box 20 times yet. Show me then you could just be pulling up plugins and shit when you got 30 fucking inputs going.
Right,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
then also at the same time, when you pull up a plug-in on a channel, you gonna hear the difference right then and
Right
there.
there. So now you fucking shit up. You got shit
Right.
on the vocal. They
Right.
soloing and shit. You shit, that'd be dope if I throw a chorus on that shit right quick.
And
Well, how you
gonna
gonna do
hear
that?
right there.
Like,
Right there, it's gonna
how
be
you
there.
gonna do that?
It's
So I
gonna be
think
there.
we gotta think about that sometimes, because what we do on the boards, all of that shit is already going. So yeah, we could just fuck with a frequency real quick. It's already on there. We gotta think about the wave shit like that too. How the stuff on there. That's literally what I was saying the other day. Like, okay, cool. Can every board, like a waves board, not a board, like any board, you got your preamp, you got a gate, a compressor, and an EQ. Can you really do that on every input and every aux on that board, like you can on a regular board, like just an X32? All 32 inputs, 40 technically, got EQ and compression on them.
No, not the aux channels. You only got EQ. You ain't
Okay,
got compression.
EQ then. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All them buses got EQ compression on them. All them matrices, all this shit's got all this shit on it. You don't have to. I'm pretty sure the sound suffers a little bit when you start putting all that shit on there for every input and output, but it don't cut off. That's the whole point. Is this motherfucker really gonna be able to handle you doing that shit on 60 channels? 60, all these
That's
42
actually-
mixes that they
that's
talking
a
about
good
we got.
question.
42 mixes.
42 mixes?
There's 42 mixes on the board, yo. I think 24 12 matrices. I mean,
Wow.
12 matrices, 42 mixes, my bad. 42 or 44, some shit like that. Buses.
That's beautiful.
64 channels. Can you put EQ and compression on every one of those? Because the emo shit, that is they standard shit. So the emo shit is the shit that's supposed to be standard on every channel. Can you really do that on every input and output? So that you don't have to try to use a F6 on every, you know what I'm saying? Or any
Right.
other plugin like a Renaissance EQ on every channel. Because the emo shit is supposed to be like lower, and it's the one that comes with LV1.
So it's kind of like the factory EQ.
It's just
and
like a board.
compression.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
and that's
their
the second
signature.
part too. We better understand that part when they talking about we can put all these damn plugins on. They talking about putting emo shit on every channel. They ain't talking about you putting F6 on every channel, nigga. They ain't talking about you putting the Renaissance EQ on every channel. They talking about they stock shit that you can put on every channel. The emo fucking series.
Okay. And I fuck with those too. They decent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They good for what they do. They just like a Pro Tools
Right.
7-band and compressor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it gets the job done. There's no texture to it, but it gets the job done.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I get that.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying too, though. Having those, and I guess that's probably why it's a standard EQ and compression for them, because you can probably plug them all on those
Yup.
channels.
Yup.
I think the latency, because a lot of people say you got to go and play with it and see what plugins is giving you the more latencies that you mess with. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen a guy did the F6, just the F6. The F6 didn't give him no problem. But when he added another one, then that's when the latency started kicking in.
Mhm.
So it was like, damn, how many F6s am I gonna be able to put on my buses?
Right.
Because the F6 is phenomenal.
Right. is that really something we can use?
Right.
Or
like
we can't just
that's
gotta put one on the master? You know what I'm
that's
saying?
something they should have implemented on every channel.
Yeah,
low
nobody
key.
can compare to that shit. Like, Allen and Heath got the Dying 8. It's cool, but it ain't F6 though. It ain't F6.
And see, that's the thing. When you get so used to a plug-in sound and you see another one, you try to still see if you can implicate that same sound from what you used to. Then when
Right.
we don't, we be like, nah, I ain't fucking with that
Right.
plug-in.
Right.
But it's like, nah, give it a chance. It's doing something different. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
might got to scoop a little bit more out. Like I was mixing a track and the vocals was real heavy. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me pull up the regular Pro Tools EQ just to take it out because I don't want to do no color. I just want the mids out, right? I was damn near at negative 15 dB just at the 250 range. So now I thought, bro, we got all this hardware in here. Let me use the SSL preamp and just filter up until it fits right. Because the SSL is clean, right? Filter it up, man. It did the job. Brought it back in, perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's just certain tools that does what we needed to do. And that's it. That F6 got, I've not played with another multi-band that gave me that same F6 sound. Even the C4.
Yeah, I don't even use them C's no more. Honestly, I stopped using the Pro Tools stock EQ now. I use Renaissance EQ, the 6. That's it.
I ain't used the Renaissance.
Bro, I'm telling you probably not even going to use that Pro Tools no more after you start using the Renaissance. I used to think that shit was a myth when people used to be talking about they use it. And they never upgraded. They don't care. They use the same one from back in the day. Yeah, man, that shit is butter. Especially now they updated it and made it like the graphical interface a little bit better. Yeah, it's butter, bro.
Okay.
It's butter. I love it.
Renaissance. Okay.
Yeah, I love the Renaissance EQ.
What's your if you can give me your vocal chain with wave plugins.
With waves, I'm an EQ before compression person because I'm filtering and EQing first, but I'm de-essing first. So I never use the waves de-esser though. I always use the stock Pro Tools. I don't like the waves
sometimes
one
I use
because the
it.
waves one always acts weird for me, man. I don't know why. It just don't never do what I want it to do. So I use the stock stock Pro Tools de-esser. Either that one or the SPL. Them the only two I use.
I love all SPL shit.
Yeah, so either that, one of those de-essers, and I use both. So either I'm putting that one first and that one last, or that one first and that one last. So I use both.
So 2 DSs.
Not back and forth though.
One at the beginning of the chain, one at the end.
Yeah, one at the beginning, one at the end. So de-esser was Pro Tools stock. Now it's Renaissance EQ. Then I just want regular light compression, just like C1. I put C1 behind the Renaissance EQ.
Okay.
And then let me see, to get the texture, I use Decapitator. I don't use anything waves.
Decapitator is nasty,
I use Decapitator
bro.
to get texture. Then I use, now I'm thinking about I don't use a lot of waves, man. I
That's
use
cool.
like F6 or something. Or Soothe.
I love smooth.
It's according to the vocal, what I'm trying to do with it. So that's EQ. That's de-esser, compressor. De-esser, EQ, compressor. Then some with texture. So it's according to like how I record it. Because if I used the Neve and let's say it's according to my recording chain, man. Because sometimes I put the tube in as like my second compressor. So if I'm doing that, then I'm probably not gonna use the what was I just saying, Decapitator, because I already got texture. So, but I may be using something like F6 or Soothe to clean up behind that, and then I cheat the game after that. What I I go LA2A first to add texture. And then I cheat the game by using Vocal Rider. Then I do my de-esser after that.
Okay, that's actually a dope. That's a dope chain. Like, I can hear what you doing in a sense. You know what I mean? That's dope. Like, I don't know how hard your compression is and how deep the EQ is, but just get a visually of that. So
Right.
now I asked you that question is because, you know, talking about the LV1, it's like we got to get ready to start picking
Yep.
some wave
The
plugins.
Waves version, yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
me, technically, like, I may want to use other company stuff, like we was talking about using, but they got to have a way to use it. I don't
Right.
want to use it native. They got to have a way to have DSP on a box somewhere.
You can use Plugin Alliance with SoundGrid.
Okay, that's love. I didn't know that.
Yep, you can.
But like we was just talking about that, like what the fuck I'm gonna use? Like I'm gonna put what master desk on the master. That's about it.
But that might be heavy latency right there, though.
See that
Master desk gonna be heavy latency.
It ain't like Plugin Alliance blew the hell out of me the other day, man. Cause this my newest laptop, and I was trying to mix some shit I recorded. I'm thinking like, okay, cool, Plugin Alliance. Let me download it all. I'm going through that shit. I can't even find regular compressors that's gonna do regular compression. Regular EQs. They only got modeled shit. Like they ain't got nothing that's regular.
Yeah, they more of like a clone company.
That's all that is texture. It's cool, but it made me rethink things. Like, man, I'm paying $20 a month just for like some weird ass tones, maybe. And I already got all the ones I like.
You got the real ones.
They ain't came out with shit in like 2 years that's making me geeks. You know what I'm saying?
And you got the UAD too, so you got the real ones.
I would rather have UAD. Keeping it real, it's just the UADs is better. I've never really used UAD native because we got satellites and shit like that, so I never really dug into the native. I subscribed one time and I didn't never use them. So I never really used the native, like straight laptop. I never used the native, so I don't know how good they are. But they regular ones, powered, yeah, man, like
so I
use ain't fucking with that.
So I use the native ones when I'm doing video content.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
Yep. So and I still treat it like I'm in the studio. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is with these video platforms, I can't print like how I would print in Pro Tools. You know, like I still would want that element at the end of my video, be able to run it through a summon or something analog and then print it back out. It's like, you know, because it's audio first, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting into video, but it's like I got to make sure my audio is top notch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I use for Massive
believe,
Passive
like,
and the Verimute is the main two.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
like,
it.
what do you call it? But UAD, like, man, UAD, man, I just went through a dark ass year almost when our shit was acting funny, dog. Like UAD and Waves, I literally can throw everything else away, man.
Right.
It's certain things with all the plug, like Sound
Certain small
Toys,
companies, yeah.
Decapitator.
Yep,
You know what I'm
yep.
saying? I love Decapitator. I love Little Microchip. Shit like that. Isotope, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the fucking Imager.
Yeah, yeah.
On like Isotope
Oh my
9 though.
gosh.
I'm gonna start doing this shit too. I was explaining this shit to this youngin too. I'm like, bro, don't fall into the trap of these motherfuckers, man. If Isotope 9 sounds great, you don't have to get 11, Joe.
Right.
9 is great. So every one has got a sound. Like it's a sound to it. They add more zeros and ones every fucking version, so they can't sound exactly the same.
Right.
They taking shit out, putting new shit in. So whatever version you like, that's what I don't like about the plug-in world, bro. It's enough people gonna buy. Like it's people that just want to buy it and have it. So it's people who want to buy it and just have it. Just leave us alone. Why not? And it's always gonna be people who want the new shit.
Right.
Bro, why
Follow
can't I
the
just
trend.
be that person that like a perfect example, like Machine 1.8 was phenomenal. Why the fuck can't I just have Machine 1.8? Like, why
So they
can't just
updated
keep
it
Machine
and just
1.8?
fucked
Even
up
if
for
I
you?
gotta keep an old controller to work it with, why can't put Machine 1.8 on my new laptop? No problem. I like the way that one worked. That's the same reason I got 10 fucking NPCs, because I like the way that one worked. I like the way that one work. I like the way that one work. Why I can't have Machine 1.8? That's why software fucking sucks sometimes. Because you should be able to just stay at whatever version. Ableton 9 was fucking dope. Why I can't just keep using Ableton 9 on my new laptops and everything? Why I can't just keep shit the way I want it?
Right.
Yeah, certain shit I'm going to want. Whatever way it's coming out with, I want the new version. So it ain't like that I'm with everything. I ain't like that with everything. No, I want the new version for everything Waves come out with. But there's certain things, man, bro, just leave me on the version I like. Why I can't just keep that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So... But that's the only thing that sucks about like software sometimes.
But for me though, like I feel you on that, especially with these new plugins that they coming out with. A lot of it is AI based, like
That
the new
too.
plug-in that Waves dropped on Black Friday.
Yeah.
Like that's an AI base.
Yep.
Like I heard a person talking about it, like, "Yo, this is gonna be dope. I get to slap this on every channel and just listen."
Yep.
Okay.
So what you do then?
Right.
So that means why we listening to new people? We could just listen. Just you write that song for just somebody that we already know their voice then.
Right.
Fuck you trying to come out new for? Like if just think about it, we don't think like that. But what's the point of new people coming out? I pride myself. I know motherfuckers who 20 years half my age and shit, like songs and shit. Cause I ain't finna be in the club sitting on fucking tables and shit singing they songs. But if somebody dope, I know them. I don't give a fuck how old they are. They could be 12 right now coming out with an album. If they dope and I heard they shit, I like it, I'ma listen to it. Why? So why we doing that then? Why don't we just like, if mixers and producers are trying to just AI shit and not do nothing, what's the point of us doing any of this shit? Like we could just get Stevie Wonder to sing songs again. Just write that shit for Stevie Wonder. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's how I'm looking at it. Like, what's the point of any new then? Like I get it. It's something like it's the same shit. What I'm saying, it's some people who gon' adopt the new shit no matter what. Fine, but why you gotta make the new shit the standard? Just let the standard just be the standard, dog. Let motherfuckers achieve what they need to achieve. Why push the narrative that it's so easy? But what's the point then? Ain't nobody ever said being a chef is easy. How the fuck is being a chef easy, knowing how to mix the shit? I'm talking about a real chef. I ain't talking about us just playing at the crib. No. I'm talking about a real chef. You paid $100 to eat what this motherfucker cooked. How the fuck you think you supposed to get the same shit in a frozen shit? You know them little ovens that they give you the little shit and you put it in for like 20 minutes and they say it's gourmet food. So you think that's gonna taste the same?
Right.
How? That's not possible. So why do they think it's like that in our world though? Why? Why do you think that you could just take this console and just throw some shit on there and you're not supposed to have to use your ears and shit? Just as long as you smart it out, you could do it.
Well, the problem is the influencers that they have to market it. You know what I'm saying?
And the worst part, them niggas know for real that they real mixers and shit like that. That's the thing that's aggravating, bro. You know you not using this shit for real, dog. You know you don't do that shit for real. You wouldn't be who you are if you didn't give something new to the marketplace.
Right.
And if you just following this bullshit ass trend, you wouldn't be giving something new. I don't give a fuck if you 22 or 45 or 65. You gave something new. You stood out for a reason. That kills me, dog. But hey, that's my rant.
That's the economy that we live in now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make something if it turns out great, and if it's so simple that it's just one button you got to click. I'm a millionaire because now everybody about to buy this plug-in. It's so many. I've been seeing so many plug-ins like Vitamin. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And the crazy part is what? Damn, presets ain't enough, Joe. Just buy somebody preset. Like, damn, we got to get the plugins that do it for us. You all just buy presets. This dope ass producer, this dope ass engineer you like. Damn, you can't just buy us presets then. Just buy us presets.
Nah, they can't.
Nah, we gotta have the shit do it for us.
Yes.
That's wild, fam. Like it kills me, man. Like that's like it's just something. Like I say about I always say it, man. And I love this shit, bro. Like a lot of people don't understand, like what, like I do what I do because I was born. When I was born, I had the influences I had. Bro, if I was born at another time, long as it sound, I was gonna be doing something that had something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it aggravates me that everybody is pushing like it's so easy. This, bro, that means there's a lot of people who should be doing something else. Probably would have been a phenomenal banker. Why the fuck is you trying to be a rapper or a producer? You probably would have been dope as hell if you started a landscaping company. You might have 4 trucks right now, making $10,000 a week. But you want to be a fucking rapper. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a producer. I don't have a choice. This shit is in my blood. I can't even. I go away and have to come back. I go away making good money doing other shit and have to come back. This is what I do. Bro, you could have been doing something else. You halfway decent. You ain't even good enough to fucking do the shit on your own. Like, so why are you doing this shit? So yeah, it's crazy, man. But like I said, that's my rant.
No, that's cool, man. Like I'm excited for the LV1. I'm excited to start training myself on building different templates.
Yeah.
And just testing plugins, testing sounds, testing the texture. You know how much how much that we gonna get out this month. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just being able to bring the studio to a live environment. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be amazing.
Just think about like
it's gonna be amazing.
I've never heard a phenomenal reverb in a board. So just imagine like being able to just put H delay, H reverb in a real. Imagine what the recordings is gonna sound like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
yeah, I just can't wait, man. That shit gonna be cold because like it's doing something that a lot of people. This how I look at it. It's like the Waves console is like. So, it's car companies that just make cars, but some car companies make cars for people who love cars. That's why I hate why the culture that then adopted the damn the challenges and the charges is the street nigga car, because that car was the musclehead person's car. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell else want to ride around in a race car? This shit is loud. It burn all this gas. Well, who else would want to drive around but somebody that's a musclehead? That's how it was before. That's what the Waves console is, in my opinion. Yes, you can buy other stuff, but this is a board for a mixer. Like, if you got a Yamaha DM7, you're going to be looking at me like, why would I buy some stupid shit like that? Is it going to take all that to do? It's all here, because that shit is not a board for a mixer, though, dog. That's a board for somebody who is running sound. This Waves board is a board for a mixer. That's a big difference. You feel what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Because we can get them visions that's in our head out.
Right.
You can't do that shit on no Yamaha. I don't care what plugins they put in there. It's not enough. You can't get everything that you thinking out unless you add a wave system to the shit. You see what I'm saying? So now we got the motherfuckers who everybody is adding a system so the mixers can get their vision out. Now they got a board. Come on, man. That's built for motherfuckers like us, mixers.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I'm excited, man. I can't wait to just play with it, man. Being able just to route some plugins right now with our X32 and our Waves card.
Right.
That's phenomenal.
That's phenomenal.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, my main thing, like, one of the plugins that I want to try is the Brower 360
one. Guts trying that shit in real life.
Yeah, like,
I don't even know what that
I
damn
just want
plug-in
to
do,
try
to be
it.
honest. Like, you turn that shit on, motherfucker, somebody
Right.
might fall out and have a seizure.
Right. I want that. Just imagine putting that on the PA and then your delays, and it's like, oh my gosh, you creating a movie atmosphere
Right.
in a live sound setting.
Right.
Like, that's gonna be dope, man. I can't wait. I can't wait, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
But then again, like we said, it's gonna be all about the CPU.
Yeah, it's 100% of how many of them goddamn
Yeah.
servers you gonna need to buy, because
Right.
they said there's an extreme come in there. You're gonna have to buy another extreme to really do what you want to do. it seems like you shouldn't though, because your damn computer handles all of that.
Right.
Why wouldn't a server handle it? You know what I'm saying? A whole different little baby computer inside of a box, plus the computer that is running on. Why wouldn't that be enough? You know what I'm saying? So
Well, that's just in case somebody just want to do 6 plugins on each channel. Because let's be honest though, us being in the studio working with Waves, we know what it's gonna take to get a certain sound, right? But then also in live sound pretty much is about your mic choice and your placement.
yeah,
So with those two things being already correct, the Waves is just giving it the texture.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, live sound is also about correcting issues. Like that's why a lot of people that's live sound ain't really mixers. They get by just being people that's good at correcting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing how to gate out certain shit, and so these vocals can sit up right and not get all that bleed when the person ain't singing. You know what I'm saying? Or gating the hell out of the drum so that they just getting the punch out of them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of live sound is fixing problems too. Am I going to be able to dedicate those 1 or 2 plugins on every channel to fix like I can on the board? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's my only question.
Yeah, because I feel like the Waves is putting me in my studio. I'm not even thinking about fixing nothing. I'm thinking about getting my sound. So yeah, you right about that. I didn't think about that element. You know what I'm saying? So now it becomes, yes, use a mixer. This is the board that you need, but also you got to put in the back of your head, I also have to fix things.
Right.
So what are my plugins I'm going to use to fix things? And now what are my plugins I'm going to use for my sound? You know what I'm saying? That's actually pretty good. So now I need to go back through Waves and kind of pick my fix plugins.
Damn it. I just got excited thinking about like all them damn mixes, dog. Like just think about you got a band. Well, just think about like something like mine. Like you got 4 singers, but the lead changes almost every song.
Right.
You dedicate like, I don't even know the number, 16 mixes to like, when this singer is the lead, then the other 3 is background, to be able to widen them out and shit like that. Being able to just turn them on and off.
Yo, that'd be dope.
Like that's crazy,
just
bro.
A quick snapshot of that.
That would be dope too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
a
do some
snapshot.
snaps.
Okay, cool. So and so. Boom.
Right. Ooh,
Okay, now the other
dope.
ones is backgrounds.
Look, we already creating our template.
Like yeah,
we
that's
already
crazy,
creating
bro.
our template
That's
right
crazy.
now. Yeah, that is gonna be.
And
nuts.
you know what's crazy? That's not crazy because we just don't mix like that. We don't do theater shows and shit like that. But they do that the whole
do.
damn show. They going through snapshots.
You right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So
that's something
it's
new
not
to
crazy.
Us. Yeah,
They
Like,
do it.
it's crazy because I was learning about the snapshots last night on the X32, and the only difference that I seen with the X32 compared to all the other boards that I've been on and they snapshots is the X32 is a 2-step process. Not only do you got to go in there and tell the snippets what you want, now once you do that, you got to go back and actually perform what you want. So if I say I want the faders, I got to click faders. I want them to mute. I got to punch in mute, and then I got to say I want all the channels and all the buses to mute when I hit this. Now I got to go back into the X32 and I have to mute every channel that I want, and then I save it.
Okay. So when you just put it in, it's not gonna actually do it.
Right. You got to go back and make sure you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's different. I'm not.
Yeah,
doing
that's
that.
different.
I'm cool with it.
Like I feel like that's a 2-step process.
Yeah, it is. You ain't got to.
Like
do
what's
it on
the what's the point of
Well,
me
it's the
going
D
into
Live,
the
though.
snippet and
Yeah.
tapping into it? Why can't I just tap it in the snippet and it be done already? Yeah, that kind of blew me last night. I was like, okay, I'm not using y'all's.
Right. Right.
Now I get it for a scene, but even for a scene, you're gonna hear pop.
Oh yeah.
When you switch a scene, you're gonna hear pop unless you don't change your routing and you just moving channels.
Yeah.
But then again, like what like on stage, if you got monitor mixes, that's gonna change.
Yeah, you're right. Cause they just asked like to get more vocal.
Right.
I need more guitar. Now that's gonna change. Like, what happened to the guitar? So yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's dope. But I am gonna practice on the X32 just to have it a muscle memory for how to think about going into snippets. One guy broke it down like, if you got a show, create that show with your cues. Now just start dropping in your snippets. Like, all right, this song 1, this song 2, and song 2 they're gonna have a solo. So I'm gonna push up the guitar. Let me say that snapshot. I'm gonna bring it back down. That's a different snapshot.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
It's just some real detail on the point type shit. Like when you in that type of element, you need an A2. Because can't nobody bother you at that point.
Right.
You focus. Like you can't be worried about shit else because you gotta be on your cues.
Yeah,
if you ain't on your cues, you miss that. Oh, bro, they finna be
up, yeah.
bro. This PM about to be mad as hell, bro.
Yeah, that's why dude was doing the shit with Reaper. He got all the time code to trigger his cues. He like, I can't do all that shit. I need 4 arms to do that. So the boy hooked up MIDI on the what was that Allen and Heath, the D Live.
That's cold.
It was going into it MIDI and it was just changing the damn, going down the scene list. The snippet, whatever, snapshot, whatever they call it.
That's cold.
It was just going down. So this song.
So it was just hitting their cues at 25. Yep. Now at 135, it's a different.
Going through this crazy ass reverb, and then it comes back out.
So, but if let's say they running behind, how does that work? They just stop the time code?
No, it's the same show though. Oh, you mean like slowing it, like
yeah,
the show's not
on that schedule. So okay, let's say they start at the same time, but now they're like, hold on, wait, we want to do something special real quick. Do they pause the time code?
Probably so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Okay, that's dope. That's
and they
dope.
probably like pause it when motherfuckers talking to the crowd and all that shit, because you can't tell how long somebody gonna be getting into a little zone or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Especially
so
when you at a freehand show. Yeah, especially at a freehand show. Especially if you creating a show, y'all started and then last minute they're like, all right, we're going to switch around these 3 songs. We're going to do this one first instead of this one. So now, which I learned in the X32, you just go in there and just tell them this go first now and then this one go second. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure it's the same for all, just reorganizing what goes first and second and third. But yeah, that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. Even thinking about the LV1 focus with that, it'd be like with the snippets. Now you got crazy panning, crazy guitar pedal shit going, crazy bass amps. Like you at a point right now to where they just need to just be on stage.
Right.
Just be on stage.
I probably wouldn't use them shits though, honestly. Well, unless I got to, cause them things suck a lot of CPU too.
See, that's why it's good for us to, just go through our little
amp simulators and shit, man. Like, man, just bring that amp. I'll put a mic on that shit, Joe. You wildin'. like, I'll put a mic on it if I want that feel.
Just bring the amp.
Just bring the amp, bro. Yeah, I'm DI. What the you doing? Nah, bring an amp. Who you talking to? You DI. Yeah, I'm just DI. I just got my pedal board, Like, nah, bro, that shit sounds horrible. Bring an amp. What are you doing? This shit don't even sound like music. Bring an amp, dog. I need to feel it. We gon' so yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild, man. Yeah, man. Snippets, X32. I've been learning a lot about the X32 just because I feel like I don't know a lot.
I left a lot of meat on that bone, fam. I left a lot of meat on that bone. It's a lot about the X32 I did not know, fam. I did not even just not know, because a lot of times you just trying to use them. A lot of situations, put it to you like this: if you put the right shit into the board, like far as like using waves cards and all that, you can turn it into a mixer board.
Right.
I always just looked at it as a utilitarian. It's just a board. Just get what you need to get done on it. Not really using it to really do, but you can. Right. After these 10 years it's been out, all of them, iterations of all the firmware up to this point. Now that board is just as good as any. Now, if it sounds good or not, that's only your ears, what you like. But like what you've been able to do, it's not too many things that I can't do on there that I could do somewhere else that I can't do on there.
Right.
Through all these damn firmwares all these years that they keep improving it. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, it's only one thing I could think of that I really like that I can't do on there. And that's up to you if you plan it out. Moving channels. But you can plan that shit out. You could do it however you want.
Yeah, you're right. That's the only thing I hate.
That's the only thing I don't like.
You're right. Last night,
I ain't gonna say I don't like, because you just can't do it, nigga. Like,
right. Well, you know what though? What I've been doing, is what the hell I was doing. So I lost my train of thought, but I'm gonna go back to what I was gonna say anyway. Far as the auxes give me, I can do playback, hooking the USB up to a computer. Now my auxes turn into my playback.
Right.
I got 6 channels.
Yep.
If I want stuff to come down mono, that's up to me. But if I'm doing stereo, now I only got 3. You know what I'm saying? But that was dope for me yesterday, just to be able to, okay, I could dedicate my aux channels to 3 stereo playbacks. Drums, music, vocals. What else would I need besides click? So now you know you got probably lose a channel from that.
Yeah.
Or you could put the click with the drums if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was dope for me doing that. Like, okay, so now
Man, that'd be butter too, man, because you could use Cat 5.
Yep.
I got them Cat 5 to USB little things. So like whoever on stage, you can give them one end, Cat 5 it out to you, and you just hook USB to the other end.
And whenever they press play, it just comes through.
Yeah,
and I feel like it might be a cleaner sound too than coming from an interface and then plugging into the box.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you got 6 channels. These are 6 channels we're going to rock with. But if you got more than 6 playback channels, then, you know, now you looking at eating up channels.
Right.
But, yeah, you can switch that. Of course, it's going to be your first 6 channels, though, channels 1 through 6. But still, you can work around that. You know what I'm saying? That's dope, man.
Yeah.
We definitely ran out of time, man, but we talked about one of the main things we talked about was the Wave console.
I can't
LV1, man.
Yeah, because we ain't really done nothing since we ain't recorded or nothing since they dropped it.
Right.
So yeah, that's definitely, like I say, that's the one that's finna shake up the world, man. Cause like, I ain't saying it like motherfucker, like everybody just got bread like that, but that board for 8 stacks, that's the best. Like, other than like a Midas for fucking 3 stacks, in my opinion, that Waves for 8 stacks, that's untouchable, fam. Cause of all the inputs on that bitch, all the outputs on it, you don't even need nothing.
Right, and then
Like,
plus all the plugins.
Then
Well, I'm not gonna say the plugins is in them, but the computer that's in it helps you, lets you play with the plugins that comes with.
That's
it.
one of the only things I don't like. It's a damn Windows based system. That's weird, fam. They was being lazy. They should have built their own software. They should have built something on Linux or something.
So they
Windows
just built,
based is wild, fam.
Why you feel like Windows based is wild, real quick?
Just the whole, how many things you know that's just built 100% Windows? That's like efficient though.
Ever since I went to Mac, I ain't went back to Windows, so I couldn't even.
So it's
that.
some things out here, but that's just weird. I don't know, man. I think
Is your MPC based off like that?
it's Linux.
That's Linux.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Linux. So that's my only, and that's probably not a drawback. That's just probably my bias.
That's just your preference.
Yeah, because that's what dude at NBC had. I was talking to him. He's not there anymore. But he was explaining that we built the NPC when the 5000 was out. He was like, bro, we had a motherfucking computer NPC like the next year, but it was Windows based, and we knew nobody was gonna buy the shit. He said, I still got the prototype in my closet on the shelf. He said, so we been had this shit like since 2000. I think 5000 came out in like 08. So the NPC that came out in 2017, from what he told me, they had it back in 2010, 2009. He said, but we knew wasn't nobody gonna buy that shit because it was Windows based. So we had to go back to the drawing board.
Well, I hope y'all learned something today, man. We definitely dropped some knowledge on the LV1. Just, of course, as always, us playing with our plugins that we love. I hope y'all caught some dope Black Friday sales, because I know you used to always do them little
Bro, I
$5
didn't buy
plugins.
nothing, and I'm salty, fam. I bought 2 pair of corduroy. That's it, fam. That's it, fam. Well, wait, no, I didn't. I bought my lady a fucking chair, a computer chair.
Okay.
And I bought me one. I bought both of us computer chairs. Because obviously her office is not the same place my office is. Because both our chairs, we in these hurting ass chairs, back hurting,
right.
side hurting, and
Getting
shit.
up like,
especially
oh
her.
my God.
She here all day. I should have been bought her a chair. I feel bad because she been saying, "Damn, this chair, I'm kind of stiff." I'm like, "Damn, that keep me from getting it." You know what I'm saying? You got to be limber. Like, fuck that. I need you to be good. So I'm gonna buy you a chair. I bought her a nice chair, and my shit, my only reason I'm cheap as hell, dog. My chair is tearing up. That's the only reason I'm buying another one. Because I really like my chair. But every time I go downstairs and work, there's pieces of plastic everywhere. The damn shit, that little fake leather, it's everywhere, dog. So that's literally the only reason I'm buying myself a chair.
But
So that's the only thing I bought on Black. I ain't even buy my kids nothing. I ain't buy nothing.
yeah, I didn't. Let me stop lying. I bought some stuff for video editing for like DaVinci, like some plugins and stuff. You know what I mean? That's about it, bro.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I ain't buy nothing.
still gotta
man.
update the computer to use these motherfuckers. That's the thing.
I'm proud and I'm aggravated because I know I missed out on a lot of stuff I'm gonna buy in the next 3 months. That's why I'm salty, because I'm like, bro, I know I missed out on a few things that I'm gonna buy in the next couple months.
Right.
I should have been looking for. See, my problem is on Black Friday, I always look for shit that you don't need, but because it's on sale, I'm gonna buy it.
I feel you, but I feel you about that.
So that's why I didn't buy nothing. But I wasn't thinking about looking for the stuff I'm gonna want or need, or I'm gonna need in the next 3 to 5 months anyway.
Right. I feel you.
So,
Yeah, that's cool, man. So yeah, man, hope y'all learned something. LV1, if you got one, send us a DM. We want to come see where you at and put our hands on it until we get ours. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm Fam North.
Volcano Beats.
It's the Stew. We out. Peace.
Peace.